can live the world over and never be at home. Home isn't the house or country you're in. What is the sense of having arrived home? It's a familiarity. You want to let your hair down and drop your bags and breathe in deep. You want to linger for a wee while. It's broken in like old shoes and forgiving like the light and warmth of a bonfire on a deserted beach at sundown. Stepping off the plane at Cork, Shannon, Dublin or Donegal is returning home.
The history of Ireland has been great. History we've never learned. I have ancestors from the area. Learned a lot about the history so I can try to trace them.
I can't help but recommend anybody who's interested in discovering their Irish roots to explore this same journey.
Now, I wanted to introduce you to an old Irish saying, or Shan Ockle. Níl ein tin tán, mór de hin tán féin. There is no fireside like your own fireside. And you can sit by the fire in any Irish pub and let the heat dry up the moisture in your eyes and simply sit back into yourself. Can I just ask you a quick question? Can you look at the faces of those people?
This is my third time for Wild West Irish tours.
I actually always recommend them when I'm talking to someone and they say, where are you going on your vacation? And this is my third tour. My second back to Sligo, which is a gorgeous, beautiful area.
I would recommend a tour to everybody. Whether you're Irish or not, the country's beautiful. The tour is great. It's small, it's intimate. You're a bonded family by the end of the tour.
It has been amazing. We've done everything from walking tours, like town tours, learning a lot about the history of Ireland, which has been really great.
Do they look under duress? I mean, do you think there's a possibility that these people were repeatedly kidnapped and made to go on the tours time and time again? I didn't think so either. These people chose to go on the tours 3 times. There's a violence to the raw beauty of the West. It's wild, and you couldn't place a bet on the way of the day. There's this woman who loves the name Wild West Irish Tours because she says it's her personality all over, and she just can't help it. And this is why we call all of those who go on our tours Wild Westies.
What really caught my attention was the name, the Wild West Irish Tour. My family, grandparents are mostly from the West, and it just sounded really exciting. Wild West. That's part of my personality. I can't help it.
Now, I wanted to tell you about a second old Irish phrase. Isma an townlin an tuchris. Hunger is the best sauce. When you're here, there's this hunger to go further than yesterday.
Playing golf on a links course was very difficult, but also very beautiful.
And at night we got to sit with a woman that did folk tales, and it was just magical, and we just loved it.
The culture, the experience, learning about the folklore, the music, it's just been an energizing, beautiful experience.
We hiked Knocknarea, that's pretty cool. The legend with Maeve and the stories and everything. It's all have been a really good time.
You want to climb a mountain? The likes of Slieve League? 3 times higher than the cliffs of Moher, but it doesn't brag about it.
Slieve League. I love that tour up there.
We hiked Slieve League Cliffs, which was hands down my favorite part.
The drive up is incredibly steep. I mean, heart in mouth trepidation. And when you finally get all the way up there, the sunlight hits the droplets in the grass and the surface of the Atlantic, and everything looks like jewels for a minute.
You get to know the people in your tour. I like the fact that we're staying in one B&B the whole time we're here and traveling out from there. So we're not amidst a big, giant busload of people, and we're not changing locations every day.
I recommend this to anyone. I brought my grandson along this time because I think it's time for his generation to get over here too.
You get to see the local people. This is so much more. It's going into the land, it's going into the history, going into the people. And for me, that's what I wanted to know. This is my first trip. Dream of a lifetime.
Which leads me to the third Old Irish phrase, which you have to learn for your homework. An rud is anmh is úntach. What is seldom is wonderful. Expect great things in simple places.